between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll set up a throw. This one swung outside to Strong. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 check.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 20.
Warriors 17. Rig alert. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Corral with it, first down here. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Cowboy 80. 18 runners.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hold it ready. Hawk 70.
Give up the middle to Strong. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Saints at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down, here's Strong once more. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
79 Broncos. Come back team. Come back team.
They're going to look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. This a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Corral. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Larson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A give up the middle, Hubbard, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 67 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now a first and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Hubbard. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Remain for 2nd down.
60 average. 18, 5 years. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Corral. He finds his man. Complete. That's Larson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Corral finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Corral on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Corral looking for another pass here. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if all these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Larson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And a good effort on the return. Across the 30, up to the 33. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Looking to throw. just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
18,
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Brandon Smith picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
13, Saints 3. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Gets it to Strong. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Straight ahead is Strong.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's Strong bringing it in on the out route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brandon Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Here's Corral.
And this one is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much, and you forget the other options that are out there.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Corral.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Back to throw here. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
19 tight. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. To throw again on second down.
Corral.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. And going to the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, third and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here with Strong.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running left, it's Strong. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Second down, here's Strong once more.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
On third down, here's Strong.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll go again with Strong.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Saints, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed.